A very good morning to all my dear students. Welcome to my channel Maths with Mahanti Sir. Children, in the previous lesson we were discussing about the concept of similarity. What is similar triangle? Under what conditions two triangles are said to be similar and similar polygon? Everything was discussed in the last class. So today we will discuss another important theorem known as your basic proportionality theorem, which is popularly called as Thales theorem. Its other name is Thales theorem. Okay. So what is BPT and how to prove it? Let us discuss. So what does basic proportionality theorem says? You see, I am just trying to explain what is the statement of BPT or basic proportionality theorem. See children, suppose ABC is a triangle, D and E are points on AB and AC respectively. Okay. If D and E are points on AB, any two sides AB and AC say, then such that DE, this line segment DE is parallel to BC. It is given ABC is a triangle, D and E are points on AB and AC such that DE is parallel to BC. How will you prove that AD by DB will be equal to AE by EC? That means this DE, this line segment DE, it divides the line segment, I mean the sides AB and AC in the same ratio. See children, if DE is parallel to BC in triangle ABC, you have to prove that this line segment DE divides AB and AC, the two sides AB and AC of this triangle ABC in the same ratio. So what does it mean? It means we have to prove that AD by DB equal to AE by EC. So how to prove it? This important truth or theorem is known as your basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. So what is given here? The given is, you see, the given is simply ABC is a triangle, and DE, it is given parallel to what? BC. DE parallel to BC. This is given. D and E are points on AB and AC such that D is parallel to BC. So what we need to prove? We have to prove that D divides AB and AC in the same ratio, that is your AD by DB. What does? If we say D divides AB and AC in the same ratio, what does it mean? It means AD by DB will be equal to AE by EC. So how to prove? AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Let us see how to prove. Now to prove it children, some construction is needed. So what is the construction? See, the construction will be, you have to draw a perpendicular. Suppose draw a perpendicular here, draw a perpendicular here and draw a perpendicular here. You see, that means you draw a perpendicular. Suppose this is your F. See, draw EF. Draw EF perpendicular to AB and draw DG perpendicular to AC. Okay, that will be construction, and you have to join this also. See, I am joining, join DE. Join DE and BE and DC. You see, join BE and DC. Draw perpendicular. This is 90 degree perpendicular and this is also 90 degree. See, draw DG perpendicular to AC and draw EF perpendicular to AB. Then you join BE and CD. Okay, this construction you need, otherwise you cannot do. See, now how to prove? What is our aim? Our aim is to prove this one. And what is the construction? The construction is, see, draw DG perpendicular to your AC and draw EF perpendicular to AB. Let us see children, how to prove. Let us come to the proof part. Okay. Now see, when we draw perpendicular DG to AC and we draw perpendicular EF to AB. Now see children, look at this triangle ADE. In triangle ADE, AD is the base and EF is the what? Altitude. Perpendicular means it is the altitude. So we can easily find what will be the area of triangle ADE, because we know what is the formula to find area of a triangle. It is half into base into height. So first you find area triangle ADE. What will be the area? Half. Base means your AD, and what is the altitude? Altitude is your EF. Okay, half AD into EF. Okay. Now look at the triangle BDE. BDE. in this triangle BDE, see, in this triangle BDE, which will be the base? If BD is the base, then the altitude will be EF again, because you see, EF is perpendicular to AB. EF is perpendicular to AB means, if EF is the altitude, it is the altitude means, when we consider triangle BDE, EF, its altitude will be also equal to EF. So, now we can easily find what is the area, what will be the area of triangle BDE. BDE. Find out in a similar manner, half into base. Base means BD and the altitude is EF. Okay. Now after finding the area of triangle ADE and BDE, take the ratio. Take the ratio of the two areas. Okay. So therefore, area triangle ADE divided by area triangle BDE. If you put these values, half will be cancelled, EF and EF will be cancelled. If you divide these two, so what will you get? You will get AD by BD. Suppose this is equation 1. Okay. So we got area of AD by area of BD as AD by BD. Okay. Our aim is to show, see, our aim is to show AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Okay. Now what is the next step? Again you see, now again you see, if the area of triangle ADE, if you take AE as the base, look at it, DG is the altitude, so you can take AE as the base and DG as the altitude, and you can find the area of triangle ADE, again ADE. So again find area of triangle ADE taking AE as the base and DG as the altitude. See, so taking AE as the base and DG as the altitude, so area triangle your ADE will be equal to half into, which is the base? The base will be AE, and which is the altitude? DG. Now see, look at this triangle CDE. In this triangle you see EC is the base and which will be the altitude? Again DG will be the altitude. So we can find the area of triangle CDE. So find the area of triangle CDE again. Again you divide it, area triangle CDE. So what will be area of triangle CDE? CDE. So C is the base and DG is the altitude. So half into EC into DG. So DG cancel, half cancel. That means AE by EC. You see, this is equation 2. Look at. So in the second step, what did we get? We got area of triangle ADE. ADE divided by area of triangle CDE equal to AE by EC. Look at. Now we have got here AD by BD, here we have got AE by EC. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to show that this equal to this. Okay. Now to show this equal to this, we have to make the left hand side of these two equations equal. Then how can we make? Because if the left hand side of the two equations are same, then only the right hand will be same. When we compare two equations, any equation, whenever we compare any two equations, if the right hand side is same, the left hand side is also same. So in order to make the right hand side same, which is our aim, we have to make the left hand side same of these two equations. Then how to make? See. Now what will be our next step? See children, it is very easy. You can easily understand. Okay. Now see, look at triangle BDE and triangle CDE. Triangle BDE and triangle CDE, they stand on the same base. What is the same base? The same base is DE. Look at triangle BDE, it stands on DE. Triangle CDE, it also stands on the same base DE. And these two triangles, that is BDE and CDE, BDE and CDE, they also lie between the same parallels. And which are the two parallels? DE and BC. See, you are already given that DE and BC are parallels. Okay. So triangle BDE and triangle CDE, they stand on the same base, namely DE, and between the same parallels DE and BC. And what will happen to them? You know what will be the relation between their areas. You know in class 9 we had read one thing. If two triangles stand on the same base and lie between the same parallels, then what will happen to their area? You know. What will happen? I hope you must have remembered. Their areas will be equal. If any two triangles stand on the same base and between the same parallels, their area is same. So they are equal in area. That means area of triangle BDE will be equal to area of triangle CDE because they stand on the same base DE and between the same parallels DE and BC. Okay. So that we have to write down after this step. So see, but triangle BDE and triangle CDE stand on, they stand on which base? They stand on DE, same base, and between the same parallels, that is DE parallel to BC. Therefore, these two area will be equal. Therefore, area of triangle BD will be equal to area of triangle CDE. Okay. So these two triangles will have equal area because they stand on the same base DE and between the same parallels DE and BC. Okay. Now what will be our next step? See, our aim is, what is our aim? Our aim is to prove this one equal to this one. And to prove these two are equal, we have to make the left hand side of these two equations same. So how can we make? Let us see. Now, area of triangle BD equal to area of triangle CD. Now you take the reciprocal. Reciprocal you know, divided by 1. Taking the reciprocal, you see, we can write 1 divided by, taking the reciprocal, 1 divided by area triangle BDE will be equal to 1 divided by area triangle CDE. Okay. Now, what will be our next step? The next step will be, see, the next step will be, what will be our next step? You see, 1 by BD equal to 1 by area of triangle CDE. Now, what you do? You multiply what? You multiply area of triangle ADE. Look at ADE. AD is another triangle we have already found. Area of triangle AD by area of triangle BD. Again, we found area of triangle your what? AD and BD and CD. Now you multiply to this equation. You multiply area of triangle ADE both sides, this side and this side. Multiply to the left hand side and to the right hand side area of this triangle. So what will you get? You see, multiplying, after that step, multiplying area triangle your ADE, area of triangle ADE both sides. So what will we get if you multiply here area? So it will be area triangle, because what is our aim? Our aim is to make the left hand side of both the equations same. That is area triangle AD by BD equal to area triangle BD by area triangle CD. Okay, that is our aim to area triangle AD by area triangle CD. So to make it same, what we will do? To this equation you just multiply in the left hand side area triangle AD, area of triangle AD, multiply this side and this side. If you multiply, what you will get? Area triangle ADE divided by area triangle BD, area triangle BDE, and the right hand side will become area triangle ADE divided by area triangle CDE. You see, now the left hand side of this equation and this equation, they became same. Okay, so as the two left hand side are same, so they are right hand side. That means what is the value of this one? Area of triangle AD by BD, what is the value? This is the value. And what is the value of this one? Area triangle AD by area triangle CD, this one. Therefore AD by DB, you see, equal to AE by EC. See, this one you will get from equation 1 and 2. As the left hand side became same, the right hand side will also be same. So you see, so this proves the basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. So what does it say? If a line segment divides any two sides of a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel in a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to any one side, then that line segment will divide the two sides in the same ratio. That is, if DE parallel to BC, then AD by DB will be equal to AE by EC. So this important truth is known as your basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Children, I hope you understood, okay, this theorem. It has converse also. We will discuss its converse in another class, okay. Now see, from this theorem we can derive some other conclusions. Those conclusions or parts are known as your corollary. What is corollary? Corollary, C-O-R-O, corollary, you see. Corollary means it is a part of the theorem. It is a part of the theorem. Okay, any part of the theorem can be called a corollary. See? So, what are the other possibilities? You see, we saw that if DE parallel to BC, then AD by DB equal to AE by EC. What are the other things that we can derive out of this theorem or basic proportionality theorem? There are many other possibilities. One such possibility is, you see, AD by AB by AD. See, this AB by AD will be equal to AC by AE. We proved that AD by DB equal to AE by EC. It is also true that, you see, it is also true that AB by AD, we can easily prove AB by AD equal to AC by AE, you see. It is also true that when D is parallel to BC, when D is parallel to BC, not only AD by DB equal to AE by EC, but also there are other things which are all true, which can easily be proved. So what are they? One such corollary I have just written here. It is AB, I mean the ratio of AB and AD. The ratio of AB and AD will be equal to the ratio of AC and AE. It can be easily proved. Another thing, AB by DB, you see. AB by DB, see, I am writing here. Now the theorem is over. Let us see what are the other corollaries. The other corollaries, you see, this is one corollary. We can easily prove this one corollary. See, AB by AD equal to AC by AE. It can easily be proved. Similarly, AB by DB equal to your AC by EC, you see. These are some parts which can be derived from the theorem, okay, which can be proved from the theorem. You can easily prove this part, AD by DB. Let me do the proof of this one. It is very simple. See, children. So in BPT, in basic proportionality theorem, we came to know that if D is parallel to BC, then the ratio of AD by DB equal to your AE by EC. That means that line segment divides the two sides in the same what? Same ratio. In the same ratio. Now this is one part of this theorem. How to prove it? You see. So you see, we know that, you see, as D parallel to BC, look at, as D parallel to BC, therefore by BPT, by basic proportionality theorem, what is our conclusion? The conclusion is this one. The conclusion is your AD by DB will be equal to AE by EC. So you write down AD by DB equal to your AE by EC. This is what your basic proportionality theorem is, and from this basic proportionality theorem we can easily derive this corollary. How? See, just you add one. See, add one to the left hand side and the right hand side. By adding one, you see, 1 plus, because you know, to any equation if we add or subtract or multiply or divide the same number or the same constant, okay, or the same expression, the value of the equation does not change. And clearly this is an equation, no doubt, okay. So you add 1 to both the sides, that is left hand side and right hand side. If you add, what will happen? See, what will happen if I add 1 plus AD by DB equal to 1 plus AE by EC. See, now you take the LCM. Now you take the LCM of this and see whether the corollary is coming or not, okay. See, now if you take the LCM, this will be AD plus DB, it will be AD plus DB divided by DB, and this will be AE plus EC, AE plus EC divided by your EC, okay. Now see, AD plus DB, what will it give? It will give you see, AD plus DB, it will give you AB. So AB by DB, and AE plus EC, it will give you AC by EC. See, so we got AB by DB equal to AC by EC. This one we got, you see. Similarly, we can prove this one also. Okay. In a similar manner, from the basic proportionality theorem, you can prove the other parts, that is corollary. Okay, children. So, children, I hope what you must have understood. What I discussed regarding basic proportionality theorem, what is BPT and how to prove the basic proportionality theorem, I hope you must have understood. Okay. So, in the next class, we will discuss what is converse of basic proportionality theorem and how basic proportionality theorem is applied to problems. Okay. So children, I am sure whatever I am discussing, it is very useful. I know it is given in the book. You can see the book and do the proof. But to listen, to understand it from any teacher is very useful than simply seeing the book and doing. Okay. So my point is, children, whatever I am discussing, it must be very useful and helpful for you in understanding the concept. If it is really so, it will help you a lot in doing problem. Once the concept is clear, once you understood the concept properly, you can easily apply it to problem. Okay, we shall also discuss problems later from all exercises. If at all whatever I discussed, it is useful, helpful, if you feel so, then I must say, children, that you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel, so that I will be happy and pleased to discuss more and more about different chapters, exercises, etc. in my upcoming videos. Okay, so we will again meet in the next class with the discussion of conversion of basic proportionality theorem. Thank you.